I'm going to quickly explain how I figured out which platforms to experiment with post a potential TikTok ban. Meanwhile, TikTok has been reinstated in the US, but it's still good to keep an eye on other platforms. As TikTok stopped working, some are fast to try to capitalize on it. This was Wired magazine doing an article about how to get around the US TikTok ban. One of the things I did though was immediately go to ChatGPT and ask what are the alternative platforms. I asked it to find a way to quantify in which way people are going to each of these platforms, how much, try to count people talking about it. 40% estimated would be moving to Red Note, 30% to Instagram, 20% to YouTube Shorts, etc. And I looked at the top chart overall. So Red Note, a top TikTok competitor that was mentioned in the media, is actually the #1 download in the US across all categories of apps. So that was the main thing. And then you could see there's other ones, Likey, Clapper, Instagram, etc. Instagram already had the install base of almost the same of TikTok, and so it's adding even more users to that. So I asked it to revise the table based on that. And then I actually thought a bit further because I was thinking, okay, how are the number of installs typically distributed along the top list on the App Store, and what information is available about that? Like, what does it mean to be on the #1 spot versus #2 versus #3? And it took that into account, updated the table a little bit. So basically it still says, okay, Red Note, probably 45% of the users are migrating to Red Note, 25% to Likey, 15% to Clapper, 8% to Instagram, etc. So just to be clear, it doesn't actually mean that amount of users are migrating to these different platforms. It's really more about new app installs, like which apps are gaining additional popularity compared to the popularity that they already have. So it's really more about growth. How much are these different platforms growing at the moment? So I created the accounts on Likey, Red Note and Clapper to see how my content would perform on those. There's news that basically it was unavailable, but then it's restored for some users. So now it's just see what's going to happen. But yeah, regardless of that, I think it will be interesting to try a few different media, see how they perform. I can post a few of my videos there. I'm here really to learn about the different social media, how to build a good audience. It's something that I think is really interesting for my company. As I'm going to work on more games and for our clients, we can recommend them good approaches to build and interact with the audiences online. This is a good way, I believe, to build a connection with the players of your games, and to see what they like, and also to reach them and to get people to know about your game.